Welcome back to another episode of Aunt and Andrew, where family's everything.
Until it's not. I'm Aunt.
And I'm Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
How's it going, everyone?
I was going to ask you how you were.
I'm doing fine.
Good.
It's fab.
I'm doing fine, too. If you are aware, the Northeast had a horrible 4th of July. And as soon as 4th of July weekend was over, magically, it was beautiful again, wasn't it? I believe you are correct, what you said last week. Tamra Barney was brought on and told, stir the pot.
Yep. Oh,
stir. We're in
technical
the dark.
difficulties. Oh, there we go. Sorry.
There we go. She was definitely brought on to stir the pot.
Yes.
Is it stir or stir?
Stir.
To stir the pot. She's stirring the pot. We're on episode, 4, maybe? 3 or 4? Yeah. The Dude Ranch bores me. I just want to go on record as saying the Dude Ranch. Is it a Dude Ranch? It's not really
It's not really a ranch. I think
like
it's more it's like a camp.
Oh, whatever it is, whatever they're doing, the horses, the lassos, the cooking outside on an open fire.
Ugh.
I hate it all. Sorry.
Sleeping outside, that's just like.
I think it's so much better when they go to an island. Like, I mean, the best, well, you know what? We're going to have to do that some night. What is the best trip?
The best cast trips.
The best cast trip is Scary Island.
Yes.
I mean, in terms of going somewhere. And the one where Luann was with the pirate, that's a great one too. And she falls into the bushes.
Yes. And Napa on Jersey was good too.
Yeah, but there's something about Scary Island that was, and when Jill arrived, surprise! And go to bed. I don't know. There was so much good there. And the way Kelly got triggered that Bethany gave her a gift bag.
With jelly beans.
She had a nervous breakdown.
Yeah.
It was so good. It might be one of the best trips ever, but I'm bored with this trip. I like the women are all together and I'm sick of their hats. I just want to say they all are wearing cowboy hats because that way you can't see the tracks of their extensions.
Oh, I love that.
That's the reason. Yeah. When I wear, sometimes I have a long piece that's long. I do for pirate night. On Disney cruises, they have pirate night. So I put my hair all up and I put on my big long wig and then I put a pirate hat around it so you don't see the edge.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So that's why they have the hat on. It's just to cover their extensions and hair pieces.
I will say that as much as Tamra's been brought on to stir the pot.
Yes.
I also love when she gets drunk, when she was throwing the gummy bears. That was hysterical.
Yes. And you know what was great? Shannon Bedour's Spanx. They never fail. No matter what. I have seen Shannon Storm Bedour's Spanx at least 24 times. And when she fell on the staircase and her Spanx were out, I was like, oh, Shannon never disappoints. But I do want to say this. I had a moment of humility with Miss Heather DuBrow, Mrs. DuBrow. When she was on the floor cleaning up, I thought, oh, maybe Heather has some redeeming qualities in life. And then she came back down. When she was shoveling, she couldn't just shovel. Oh, do they have a Chanel shovel? Maybe I wouldn't mind if they had a Chanel shovel. And I just thought, you ruined it for me.
I wonder if that's because think about it, after maybe a couple glasses of champs, maybe she's more normal. I also, you never know, Baby Production says we need a fancy pants moment. Can you give us a fancy pants moment?
Maybe.
They do stuff like that.
I think it was because she is feeling a little iced out. She doesn't like that. She's feeling a little iced out because, Tamra and Vicky and Shannon and Taylor are all hanging around.
I liked that Shannon. You know what I noticed about Shannon? Shannon is not like, Shannon likes mischief, I think.
How many shots of tequila did they have?
At least I think they said like
7
10,
or 8.
7 or 8. Yeah.
They kept on just adding.
Shannon likes mischief. I think, because
that's a lot of tequila.
She likes to try to like play stealth. Like I liked how she kind of was like just chilling with Tamra. She gave her a kiss and then she went right in for the tongue. I was like, that
I was so
she
good.
knew that was going to elevate the fun. And I think that it's exactly what you've been saying since the first part of the season when you said, I just want the Tres Amigas having fun. Did you look for the video I told you of the Tres Amigas on their tour stop?
I just want to know, are the cops there or did the neighbors just arrive? Because it's like you got red lights going off behind you.
Oh, it's my parents. That's their house.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, somebody just arrived.
I'm up at the beach for our
Yes,
listeners.
we're another week away.
Another week away. I promise you this is not a regular thing. You're just catching me at a busy time.
I wish it was with me. The Tres Amigas, I saw them. Yes.
Oh, that was so fun.
Cute.
So fun.
Cute.
I think that I think that Vicky is really, they're teeing her up for a grand entrance.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see Miss Scoundrels.
And don't think that she hasn't filmed. It's not like she is going to have a Kathy Hilton moment where she, comes on at the end.
Do you think Vicky was planned to come in the middle all along, or is it they brought her on because they weren't getting what they wanted?
I think that
it could be either.
I think that there must be something that emerges that I think makes it
that Vicky must show.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Anyway, Shannon's breakfast looked fantastic. For a woman who was severely hungover, she can cook.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, do we get to Jen yet? Are we going to go to Emily having COVID? Are we going to get to Tamra being just a real biatch?
Oh, I thought Tamra was fine.
Oh,
I think she's stirring the pot. I think that, but they always do these flashbacks where they're like, listen, if Tamra said 1990s, 1900s, like, I don't know, you never know how much she had drank. Then it's easy to forget such little semantics. And I feel like, yes, you guys were talking shit about the IMDb.
They were talking shit about her. They were talking shit about Heather DuBrow, period. They were.
They both were. They're both at fault.
Mm-hmm.
And also it's something where, come on, Heather, let's call it what it is. You've been on reality TV for years.
Right.
This is not, don't make a mountain over a molehill. Okay. This is not a big fight. They're slashing you. They're coming for you a teeny bit. It's juvenile. It's ridiculous. But honey, you haven't had a massive movie career. So there is some truth to this. Now, you've been in some very legitimate professional work with stars, but it doesn't mean that you truly had like a very accomplished TV career.
No, what do they call it? Like a
star?
No, like she had
recurring role.
But she had very much like a pilot career where she did a lot of pilots.
Yeah.
That had the potential to get picked up, but never did. They had the potential to get picked up. They never did. She did a role here, there. But listen, anybody who makes it even in one role with speaking lines in any primetime television show is a legitimate person, unless it's the Masked Singer.
I guess, but at the same time, like I wouldn't go on a highly rated television show and act as if I am even a step higher, like Lisa Rinna or Eileen Davidson. You're not.
No,
she talks about her TV career needs to be different than the way you hear Denise Richards talk about hers, and the way that you saw
Denise
Kim
Richards
Fields,
had a
Kim
movie
Fields talk
career.
about her,
right?
But then Kim Fields on Atlanta, like those are Candy with
Kim Fields had a television career.
Yeah, and Candy music career, like that legit career. I'm not saying that you haven't had guest roles, recurring roles either, and that you didn't go to LA to become an actress. Half the cast of Vanderpump Rules went to LA to become an actress.
Every single one,
and now they may finally become actresses. Not because anyone handed them a script.
Are you waiting for the end of Vanderpump Rules when it finally ends? That it ends like The Hills.
What do you mean?
Well, you know how the Hills ended. It was all scripted. It was all fake. I watched that show.
I don't think. Yeah, no, you're.
And
okay,
it was all. They made us think it was real, and it was all just scripted TV, and we all fell for it. So maybe at the end of Pump Rules, I mean, it would be interesting. I'm starting to think are we leaving OC to go back to Scandal?
We always go back to Scandal.
They started filming this week, you know.
They did. And Kyle and Mauricio drama.
Oh my God. Well, I don't know about that.
I don't either. I'm going to wait.
I'm going back and forth on that because they were together 4th of July.
Here's my thing. And I don't know if you'll trust me on this. I am going off of Kyle until I think Kyle understands the way that this media game works. If Kyle is real, if this is true, or if they've really decided, I think that Kyle made sure they it's either not true,
right,
or it is something where I have a feeling that maybe Mauricio caught her in some way. And I believe that because it's probably not, maybe it's not sexual. They said it was emotional, which I believe what I believe is there's an emotional connection between Kyle and this woman. I don't know if maybe Mauricio feels it's more, maybe Kyle said something stupid while drunk, whatever. I believe she's having a moment of, oh my God, I would never want to leave him for her. Like one of those moments of like, oh my God, this was just playful and it got out of hand kind of a things. And she's backpedaling a little with Mauricio. Like they're all communicating about it. And so now they're trying to control that narrative, because my only thing that I would wonder if it was truly just not true.
Well, because
why hasn't the girl come out and made this big statement and said, oh my God, why would you say that about Kyle and her husband?
Right.
We're just friends. They have a beautiful marriage.
But remember, he will not ever emotionally
that's
fulfill you.
Allison Dubois, girlfriend.
We talked about her weeks ago.
Listen, girlfriend, my name is Drew Sullivan. I think you deserve a nice booking agent. Let's get you into house parties. I want to get you into some big theaters, girlfriend.
I wonder where she is today. I wonder how much, I bet you Camille grandma just loves it.
Camille is probably...
She's like thrilled.
I could imagine her and Kelsey not speaking for years, and Kelsey sending a text being like, mic drop. Like it could be their break the ice moment where they finally start talking again.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? They haven't spoken to each other at all, which is sad. You should be able to speak. Even if Mauricio and Kyle are separated, they get divorced. It's good to be friendly.
Yeah, but not like the day after it breaks in the press in Aspen.
Yeah, they were together in Aspen. They had matching
They might have
clothes.
been. This might have all been
each other.
Wait,
maybe. Doesn't he have a new Netflix season 2 coming out?
Probably.
His agency. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I believe that
people will do anything for publicity.
I have a feeling that they were going to Aspen as a family for the 4th of July,
and just decided to still do it.
No, I think their publicists probably told them, go out to dinner alone. That'll be a great way to put these rumors to rest.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
I liked that they were vulnerable, that they said that was the hardest year of marriage they've had. Marriage is hard. I liked what Bethany said. I liked what Bethany said. I thought that what Kathy Hilton said was great, that she's just made it seem as if like people are going to say things, but you are the only people that really know your marriage, and it's hard work. And, and every marriage is different. I mean, I think that's the name to it. And I think I don't know. I wonder why. The thing that really just scares me is very credible media outlets put it out. People magazine. I mean, they're very rarely wrong.
No, you're right. You're right. Okay, back to the OC. Again, I'm kind of bored with the ranch, but I don't get why they're all so. Shannon was the only one that was, as far as I was concerned, rational about it. I don't understand why. It's not like he was married to any of these people. They don't even know his ex-wife, her husband, nothing. They're all too triggered, but it's just to have a storyline, because without it, they don't have one.
I think that
because Gina really doesn't have a storyline.
I think here's the thing, like what we're starting to see is that Jen's timeline, Jen's timeline is not consistent. It's not good. Who
cares? It doesn't have any effect on any of us. They're grasping for straws. Kind of like, who was the chick last year with the long black hair? I can't remember her. She was young, thin.
Oh yeah, I forget her name, but
yeah, yes. I forget her name too. But I mean, they attacked her relentlessly. And they do that in the OC more so than I think any of the other franchises, where they go after the new girl. And they're not going to go after Taylor because she's really not a new girl, and she's Beverly Hills connected. And she's sort of housewife royalty because of Beverly Hills. She was an OG there.
And her husband committed suicide on the show.
Yes.
Call it what it is. The first traumatic experience Bravo ever had to deal with.
Yes, yes. So they're not going to go there. She has her own little Bravo niche. So they've decided, yes. Oh, I want to talk about the Ultimate Girls Trip. When Tamra was talking to Taylor about how they connected during the Ultimate Girls Trip, the girl who gives me life came on the screen for just a minute.
You can't hear it.
The girl who gives me life came on the screen for just a moment, and the world was beautiful again. When Miss Phaedra Parks comes on TV, I just get so happy. Miss Phaedra Parks on Ultimate Girls Trip was so good. I love that woman.
I do too.
Just priceless. When I
want her to join
Dubai
Housewives because she splits time in Dubai.
Oh,
and
does she?
And she made a cameo on Dubai last year. And the rumor was that she was maybe going to join because then she had beef with Chanel Ayan at BravoCon.
Oh, I want to tell you, I wonder how Mr. President is doing these days. Her little boy, they were handsome. I wonder where Apollo is. Is he still in prison? He get out?
I think he got out, but I will tell you,
he's still in. I'm going to look for him later. I'm going to look on the prisoner locator list. You know, there's a prisoner locator list. If you're ever wondering about anybody you haven't heard from for a while, you can go look. Maybe they're on the list. And I don't know why that cracked me up. I'm going to look for Apollo, and if Apollo's on the list, I'm going to send him a note.
I think that would be amazing.
I've sent other people in prison a note before.
I watched Reunion of Atlanta from years past when Apollo was first on, and when Phaedra's reading Kenya to filth, when she says the whole thing of like, so you're just mad that I have my baby daddy and you're the one that's going to the
sperm
clinic to go get your sperm bank for $10.15. It's just when she says it so fast and so quick and so
she's the best. Nobody is like Phaedra. Ooh, the things that come out of her mouth. I love her. So I was happy to see Phaedra for a minute.
I will say that I think that Jen isn't doing herself any favors by not having her timeline making that much sense. Her boyfriend does not do her any favors.
No, and why was he in the dark during
because he probably turned it off for a second or something, and then Bravo used that footage. Or I can't imagine, like,
maybe he had another girl with them.
Here is my message.
That's what they were trying to imply. Without a doubt, when she kept on saying, I can't see you, why can't I see you? And I'm thinking, well, because there's somebody in the room.
What dumb bimbo is going to sit there and be like, I mean, I'd love to meet the chick who maybe finds out in that moment, not only are you on the phone with your girlfriend, but she's filming one of the most successful reality shows of the past 20 years.
Maybe they're going to drop a mic later.
All I can say is that guy seems like trouble, but he seems like great for the TV show.
Oh, yeah.
He missed out on the Jersey Shore years ago. He would have been great.
He would have been great. He would have been good friends with Louis.
Yeah. Oh, him and Louis look like twins.
I know. That's why I said it.
Yeah.
That's why I said it.
And they both
so
look
what
like
else happened? I want to tell you, I am over Tammy Sue. I'm looking at my notes.
You're over Tamra?
Tammy Sue. I like to call her Tammy Sue.
Yeah, I like Tammy, but I'm whatever with her right now. I think
but she is there to cause trouble and nothing else. Tammy Sue is there to cause trouble. And remember one thing, ladies, the cameras make everybody friends or foes.
It's true.
It's the camera that does it for sure. For sure. And they're all too obsessed with Jen.
I think I don't know if it's that they're obsessed with Jen. I think that they're not. You have to remember they film for hours and they only use small amounts. And I have a feeling that Jen is trying to. She's explaining it and then they're cutting it. And then she's trying to they're trying to make it seem as if she is not giving space to the fact that her family was like ruptured because of her infidelity. Now,
right.
My question is that like, it could go both ways. I think that Bravo is trying to make it look and feel as if Gina is really traumatized by this. But I think at the end of the day, Gina's not really traumatized by it. I think Gina is asking hard questions. Jen's not answering them correctly or consistently. Bravo wants to save those moments for later in the season, not the ones they're filming now. But they don't want to show that Gina is truly probably just trying to get answers on stuff or just trying to know it better. And because Jen did have sex with him while he was married, and so was she, because that makes sense. And I don't believe the whole holier than thou bullshit that she's trying to put out there. Like, that's what I think Gina's trying to pull out of her, probably because she knows it to be true. And I think Bravo's trying to extend the storyline, and they're just withholding that pushing.
Well, and not only that, but if Gina is that triggered by people and their infidelity, she needs to move, because it's never going to work for her there in the OC.
But I don't like this narrative that they're trying to say that she shouldn't tell her boyfriend about it. They're in a good place between the two families. She put her ex-husband in jail. Okay.
Yeah,
she's
I know.
This is not
but
James
she's
Kennedy.
Still too much about
this
Matt.
This is not DJ. Yeah, but I think it's different. She put Matt behind bars and then pressed forward to make sure that her story was true. She didn't back down and say, I didn't mean to call the police, yada, yada, like most people would. She wanted to set an example for her girls that could have ruined his life. And now they're in a good place. This is not a DJ James Kennedy still in love with Rachel. Okay. It's not the same thing. This is different. This is her saying that, yes, I'm over Matt. Matt's a better person for it. I love his girlfriend. She loves me. He likes my boyfriend. He likes him. Right. I'm happy now. But that doesn't change the fact that Matt chose this other girl, like another girl, over her and his children. And that's what's, I think, triggering her. It's not Matt per se. It's what she lost when her like fairy tale went away. And then she had
I just want to say you said the magic word. I got distracted. Raquel.
Rachel.
Because she hasn't showed up. She hasn't showed up at all for a taping yet.
You went from really paying attention to a Bambi-eyed bitch in about 5 seconds.
All I can think about is all of the stuff I've been watching about Vanderpump. And it's going to be 6 months before we see it. So I'm just following everybody and finding out everything.
But they're negotiating. I heard.
Yeah, well, she's coming back. Like you said. Of
course she's coming back.
Tom's back and they're all back. And
she's coming back because a $700 lightning bolt necklace was expensive to her. She needs to pay her bills.
Oh, you want to know what else is a little bit of Vanderpump gossip?
What?
That Ariana was walking into There's Something About Her shop. What's it called? Something About Her?
Something About You.
Right. Something about her with Derek Hough.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's her partner then. It must be.
Yes, that's right. But he's always a judge.
No, I think he must be back as a pro.
Yeah, but Len died.
So maybe they've changed the judges over completely. Maybe they're like going.
I hope they got rid of Tyra Banks, because she's.
What I'm saying is maybe they got rid of the judges and they're doing more of like The Voice, or they're doing more of like with celebrities to get better ratings. Well, anyways,
Derek Hough and Ariana walked into Something About Her with camera crews. Ooh. So
then that's her story about her business and yada yada. Yeah. Oh my God, I can't wait to see the moments where like I hope she makes it a little bit further. I think she will. She's athletic, she's fun. Yeah,
girl. I hope so.
And I hope that they have some emotional songs so that she can be like, I triggered my breakup.
Are there any Rachel songs? Hey
Rachel
Siri,
songs.
Are there any songs about Rachel? Hey Siri, are there any songs? Hey Siri, are there any songs about Rachel?
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Yeah, there's no songs.
Anywho, let us know if you listen to the end. We love you guys.
Yeah, we want to know if you listen all the way through. Okay.
Leave us comments about what you think. If there's anything you'd like us to talk about more, if there's anything you'd like us to slow down on, we both talk very fast and laugh a lot.
And we want thumbs up. We want you to subscribe. We want you to leave us comments because I love comments.
We do. We love talking.
Good and bad.
Couldn't you tell? Anyways, talk next week. Bye, y'all.